guess. But now we get to the alibi that replaced efficiency before the rehiring started, that AI was going to absorb all the work. MIT's NANDA report from July 2025 examined 300 public AI deployments and found roughly 95% of enterprise generative AI pilots produced no measurable impact on the P&L. Gartner puts the share of agentic AI pilots that never reach production at 89%. And S&P Global found the proportion of companies abandoning most of their AI initiatives jumped from 17% in 2024 to 42% in 2025. Klarna is one prime example of this miscalculation. In early 2024, the company deployed an OpenAI-powered assistant, announced it would be doing the work of about 700 full-time employees, and projected $40 million of profit investment. And then the disputes came in, and the fraud cases, and the complex refunds, and, well, quality collapsed and customers noticed, eventually forcing Klarna to start rehiring humans. And in May 2025, Klarna CEO Sebastian Siemiatkowski did something none of the other big tech executives did. He admitted it. Cost had become, in his words, quote, a too predominant evaluation factor, and it ended up lowering quality. And remember IBM going from 30% of back-office roles replaced to not a single programmer leaving inside 5 months? By February 2026, IBM's HR chief said the company is tripling hiring in the roles it once flagged as AI-replaceable. Now, you might be thinking this is all history, a closed arc from a rather strange few years. But it really isn't. Reports suggest the cutting accelerated sharply in early 2026, with one study tallying 139,000 US tech layoffs in the first half of the year, an 83% jump on the same period in 2025. Amazon cut around 16,000 corporate roles in January. Oracle somewhere between 21,000 and 30,000 over the past year, about 13% of its workforce. Dell around 11,000, Meta roughly 8,000. And several of those same companies grew total headcount over the same period. So this isn't a cut, and it isn't really a reversal either. It's more of a rolling substitution. Expensive senior domestic staff out, cheaper offshore and junior staff in, and every round announced to shareholders as strategy. So, the 2023 wave was the first run of a repeatable process that gets rewarded every time it's announced. For the people working in these companies, their role was never really assessed against AI. It was mostly assessed against a cheaper human, and the AI story was just the cover. Maybe, just maybe, it's a bit too early to start blaming the chatbots for taking our jobs. And well, that's about all we have time for today, but what do you think? Were these layoffs a misjudgment about what AI could actually do, or the cheapest method anyone has ever found to reset what a tech worker gets paid? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you want to understand the enormous AI capital expenditure bet these same companies are now making, then you can check out our video on that right over here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Guy, signing off.